As the sun sets on this gorgeous day, all I really have to say is, we're free from side quests! Well, at least for now. Hello, Kukomi here, and welcome back to another episode of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. Last time, we pretty much did everything we could. There was some stuff we could do in terms of side content and side quests, but I chose not to do it. Will be covered later in the series, though. And, well, today we are finally going to head on the story, but not before making a few quick, changes to the series really quick. I don't know exactly how to say it. So, in case you couldn't tell, I have 13 hearts. That's a lot for this point in the game. So, I'm just going to make it so at least for the time being, no fairies. Because I do want to give myself some challenge and not just make it that I can just sort of brute force through anything in the game with no safety net. However, I will give myself 2 red potions and a green potion. But first, in order to even get that, we need to show him the choo-choos. He will not make the potion for you until you show him a choo-choo. I guess I'm showing him a blue one first. And, blue choo-choo, so green choo-choos make green potions which restore magic. Blue choo-choos make blue potions which restore both magic and hearts. At least if I remember correctly. Oh. 15, jeez. Well, we definitely have more than 15 of these. Guess what could it possibly be? And so, once we present him with enough choo-jelly, okay, I haven't seen the animation for that in a long time. In fact, I'm not even sure if I've ever seen it at this point. I don't ever remember seeing it. With that, we get a green potion. Yes, it restores magic power. La-dee-doo, my next project is to create a griping advertisement for my new potion. And so, like I said, I'll go ahead and grab 2 red potions really quick. And we will be... Excuse me, I had a little gas there. But we will be on our way to our objective. I would say we'd cut ahead, but I'm literally done right now. Another change I did make to, I did do a lot of stuff off screen between, the episode, last episode and this episode. And just to go over a few things, I got a lot of money, some extra heart pieces that we could get. And after all that money I went and bought the bottle from Rockspire. And just because I wanted to test it out, because it turns out when you do go to... I need to check the map. Oh, it's right to the south of us. But when you do... Actually, ooh, we only have 1 bait, so we'll only be able to get 1 of these islands. But the beetle says that the ship will be closing in like 7 days when you first visit him, and that counter does actually go down. What happens if you try and visit him after the counter goes to 0? Well, it's not that the ship disappears, no, it's still there. Instead, he just claims that he redecorated it, and it's now the opening of a new, beetle ship. So, nothing in there is permanently missable. You don't need to worry about it. So that's all I really wanted to say about the gold. Wow, I'm hitting my pop filter a lot this episode. Like, if you've heard any taps in the background, that's literally all my... That's all been me hitting my pop filter, like, moving my hand around. With that, we have arrived at Northern Triangle Island. Now let's see what you have to say for this island. Let me tell you about something, small fry. This school has 1 gorgeous teacher. Oh, so this is how he lets you know about the killer bees, huh? and even lets you know that gives you an idea of where they hide, including the one that hides up in a tree and you need to roll into it. That's interesting. Did that just shoot bombs? I don't remember these guys shooting bombs. How does that even work? Okay. Okay. And yes, evil cyclone that we can't really do anything with is over there. What does this sign say? To reach Eastern Fairy Island, head east from here. Why, thank you. I would have never known that without your guidance. Now I'm hoping... Okay. Wandering traveler who seeks the guidepost of the goddess. Place the pearl you hold here. You place Din's pearl in the ancient statue's hands. 2 pearls remain. Well, with that, let's continue onward. We have 2 other islands, and you can guess how the other 2 are going to go down. The real question is, what happens when we get all of them? Just to double check really quick. Okay, just 2 squares south of here. I don't exactly remember where each of them are. But with that, we'll fast forward until we reach the next island. Okay, and with that, we have arrived, and there's a beetle ship actually right behind us, so... unfortunately, I don't have any bait, though I probably could go buy some at Beetles right now. But just to let you guys know, this is Southern Triangle Island, because it's the southern... there's the south, the north, and the east, based on where they are. Aww. Okay, I'll explain why I'm a little upset about this a little bit later. But, I like how oh my god, their eyes are glowing. That sea hat in the back just looks like it's ready to just take our lives. Wow. And I just noticed I'm at exactly 1,300 rupees. Nice. And with that, we have one more place. To the northeast of here is Eastern Triangle Island. So, and there's no Western Triangle Island. Try as hard as you want. There's no Western Triangle Island. Hello there. So with that, I will meet you guys when I get there. And, well, with that, we've arrived. Welcome to Eastern Triangle Island. Or not. That's Eastern Triangle Island over there. Yeah, I was testing you guys. That's what was going on. Totally didn't make a mistake. Nope. Not at all. No mistakes here. Okay, we're here. So yeah, we totally didn't go to the wrong island. No, not whatsoever. So with that, we've arrived at the final island. What is going to happen if we go place the final pearl? Wandering traveler who seeks the guidepost of the goddesses. Place the pearl you hold here. You place Ferori's pearl in the ancient statue's hands. This tower, which the pearls of the gods have caused to appear, is a place that the gods of the ancient world prepare so that they might test the courage of man. Only one who is able to overcome the trials that await here will be acknowledged by the gods to be a true hero. Only then will that hero be permitted to wield the power to destroy the great evil. Link, that which you must obtain now lies before you. You must believe in your own courage, which has led you to triumph over many hardships you face, and you must triumph once again. You must rise above the trial of the gods. Well, let's head in. Welcome to Tower of the Gods, the third dungeon in this game. And a nice change of pace. The King of the Red Lions is coming with us. Yeah. The gimmick of this isn't the gimmick of the entire dungeon, but the gimmick of this first floor is essentially the water levels are going to rise and lower. And some things will only be available when the water rises, some things will only be available when the water lowers. And yes, we have yellow choo-choos here. So it really hasn't been really wouldn't have been that much longer until we see the choo-choo enemy. But I'm going to say right now, I don't like this first floor. Whoops, kicked something. I don't like this first floor of the Tower of the Gods. I like the other floors. I like the dungeon as a whole, but this first floor just sort of rubs me the wrong way. And I think it's mainly because of the fact that you're going to have to do a bit of waiting, as there are puzzles that sort of just play around with the idea of raising and lowering water levels, which is a neat idea in of itself. But the thing is, yeah, you don't have any control over it. You have to wait. But to move on to positives of this dungeon, they nailed the atmosphere. Just take a listen for a second. Well, I guess you can't hear it now, but we have encountered a new enemy. These are red bubbles. Why they're called bubbles specifically, your guess is as good as mine. Though it's probably due to the fact that they're like coated and surrounded and whatever. That I remember it for later. But let's see what's in this chest. And I should say that red bubbles, basically, they are invulnerable to sword attacks, and yes, we got the compass, so now we can see pretty much everything. We know the boss is on the 4th floor. We can see all these chests. But red bubbles, basically, they're invulnerable to pretty much any attack except until you hit them with a gust of wind, which causes their sort of fiery aura to go away. And I believe you can also hurt them with bombs, and there's another item that can hurt them, but we don't have that item yet. So let's head here. Your sail is pretty much going to be useless in here. But, oh god, this is so much more painful in the GameCube version. But now that you have the ability, now that cruising is so much faster in this game, let's see if we can make it in here. Alright. Cruising is so much faster in this game than it was in the GameCube version, which is so nice. Like, unbelievably just great. I cannot express how amazing that is. Because getting around the Tower of the Gods before was just so annoying in the GameCube version because you went at the pace of a snail. And for that, I don't mind the first floor as much in the HD version, but I still have some sour memories of the original GameCube version where I had to sail slowly and then wait for the water to rise and fall. Also, the only way you're getting this is timing a bomb throw. Nothing too difficult. That's a jerkishly placed choo-choo. Probably should have remembered that, but oh well. And we get nothing. Use the Deku Leaf to get around in here. And just magic. Let's grab onto this. Yes, the gimmick, which I don't mind as much. Again, my only real complaint is the fact that you can't really control the water levels is that the crates will, when the water level rises, essentially the crates will rise with the water. And so you want to position, but you can only move them while the water level's down, which means if you want to do anything with the crates, you're going to need to do it while the water level's down. But the crates can act as stepping stools once the water is raised. It's a neat idea. I like it. As much as I just said I don't like the first floor of this dungeon very much. So let's see what's in this chest. And we get a dungeon map. Now we can just see, on the Wii U gamepad. Well, joke's on you, I'm playing with a pro controller. Yeah, soon my precious motion controls will come back. But you can just sort of see what lies ahead of us. So with that, we're pretty much done in this room, and we'll just go ahead and get out of here. Nope, out of here. Nope, nope, nope. So you can imagine just going at like half the speed of this for your first time through this dungeon is just painful, to say the least. Here's another gimmick you're going to see a lot of, and that is to do with these statues. So your first instinct is probably just, oh yeah, there's a hole, we just put the statue in there, right? Take a look at the bottom of the statue. It's round. It's not exactly going to fit. But there's these switches. These switches are pressure sensitive in that they only remain active when something is on them. So you can step on them and activate them, but as soon as you step off, they will deactivate. If you want to keep them active, you have to have something else on them, like the statues. This game, or this particular level, is going to play around a lot with that concept of just with the concept of just moving statues to get it where you need to go. Unfortunately, I wish you could just get on these boxes, but the point of this puzzle is wait for the water level to lower, pick this up, set it on the switch. That of course it makes a bridge, but that of course means that while the water level is raised, the box will rise up, therefore not allowing you to get, therefore despawning the bridge. Like so. Again, it's just a bunch of waiting. Nothing that tough. Nothing too heinous. But just waiting. Let's see if we can get this statue and get out really quick. And you notice that the door lights up to tell you, hey, go this way. But you notice the bottom of this statue has a pattern that matches more the indentation we saw over here. Whoa, if I threw that into the water, I would have been so upset. Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. And with that, that's basically just teaching you, and I hit my pop filter again. I swear there's the episode of me hitting my pop filter. And, well, that opens the way forward. So basically this is just teaching you the mechanic of that's going to be repeated a lot through the dungeon. Just moving statues around. And it's not as annoying as it might sound, because I know a lot of people find like escort missions in video games really annoying. For one thing that these statues have going for them is that they don't have stupid AI that just puts them in really dumb situations. Fire Emblem! What? I didn't say anything. And it doesn't really slow you down that much. It does prevent you from using your items while holding the statue, but you don't move slower with the statues. So, you know what? I don't mind having to move these statues around as much. Then again, I feel like I'm like one of the people who don't mind escort missions in game. God dang it, why is A always mapped to throw? It's not like that in other Zelda games. Ah! Okay, we're gonna press ZR, we're gonna drop it. God. Can't believe I'm gonna say this, but there's one thing Ocarina of Time did over Wind Waker that I really like, or I guess it's just more that I'm used to it. This is probably the best room to think of when you think of the mechanic of having to push around blocks when the water's lowered. Torches there, unlit torches here. Logic dictates that fire goes out when submerged in water, so make a path with these blocks. It's an interesting one. It's not, like, tough, but it makes you think. At least if you're young me and you're not necessarily the brightest bulb in the box. The real question is, can I make this jump? No, I can't. I will need a box in between. So we'll just wait for the water level to drop. And as much as I complained about waiting, it's not that long of a wait. Let's see if we can get this in place before the water level rises again. We did! Good timing, water. And we have the chicken legs in the side here. So with that, we just go across our new little walkway. There are multiple ways to just sort of set up a walkway, but that's how I like to do it. Gives me a little leeway when it comes to jumping and where I can land. And because of that, screw you. Oh, I meant to go get the chest. Link, not bash your head in the wall. I generally would recommend against that. And we saw a place where we could use a key earlier. Ooh. And they love ambushing you with electric choo-choos. I actually forgot about that. Or like, yeah, no, I basically forgot about it. I remembered it happening in the room with the bombable walls. At least after, like, the memories came back after they appeared. But for this, I don't remember those electric choo-choos appearing at all. And we can take a quick look at this guy's gorgeous face as he vomits water onto us. You gotta wonder how the water level manages to lower. I mean, I guess if you had like a bigger... So if you were draining more water than pouring in, then yeah, that would lower the water level overall. Let go. So with that, I believe this is the last room in the first floor, so we're almost done with the first floor. That's really nice. And this room isn't nearly as bad as other rooms. The only thing is that you can't attack the electric choo-choos, while it is just water. Thankfully, they don't electrocute the water either. That would suck. Like, seriously. I mean, I guess they're kind of like jellyfish in that sense, that they mainly sting what's in front of them, or like what's making contact with them, but I guess makes it more of a toxin than an actual electricity, but video game logic. Though I guess you could argue it also, or I can't remember, is salt a good conductor of electricity or bad conductor of electricity? So I know salt water is a bit different from normal water, and this is most likely salt water considering it's been submerged in the sea. Unless the world of Zelda just lives in a freshwater sea. Well, we'll just go ahead and take this out of here. And move. I feel like this looks like a chess piece to me. It looks like a pawn. I think that's part of the point, but still. I'm gonna point it out, okay? I know there is actually a really cool thing, so you can see a passageway is opened up there. Hooray! Now we can move forward. In a speed run of this game, you don't even bother lowering that because I believe you go to the pillar. Around this corner there is a pillar. And you can use a bomb to push you out of bounds. Where's the boat? Oh, hey boat. Well, we're gonna leave you behind. We don't need the boat anymore where we're going. But essentially there's a pillar over there and against the wall that can just, with a bomb set properly, you can push yourself out of bounds. And then you can use the decoy to just fly over to the store, which is really neat. We have a new enemy! Look at it, and then it zaps us with a laser. These are Beamos! Basically, they sort of patrol this, and if they see you, they will fire a laser at you. They are fast. Pretty much the only way you're going to outrun them is by actually, rolling. But we need to get these statues to the other side. What I recommend doing is going counterclockwise, or just try and follow the Beamos', like try and go, whoa, I've had so many close calls with this today. Try and go around the Beamos', or like the same direction as the Beamos' eye head thing is spinning. No, wait, that's my money. Don't take my money. And thankfully we don't need to keep these switches pressed, so it's not true of all the switches. I guess the way I talked about it earlier made it sound like it was all switches. Come on, I see you. Just try and take my money, see what happens. But yeah, I generally just recommend like trying to go around the beam in the same direction as it's spinning, so you're less likely to get caught by its eye, because you are practically guaranteed to get caught by its eye. I don't think there's anything we can do with that platform at the moment. But here comes the more interesting part of the dungeon. And Blink, stop bashing your head. You can see there's multiple doors, but 2 of them are blocked off. One of them is shining, and you know video game logic, shiny is good. We like shiny stuff. So, let's head in. Oh, hello. Yeah, okay. And so, we get to play the waiting on the platform, and there's another one of those eyes. I wonder if they're going to be important. We got the little barrier up for this time. You're probably wondering why there's just even a path down there. And we come here. Seeker of the Goddess's Guidepost. Press ZR to call me and guide me to my place of truth. We see we have a little option to call if we press ZR. Can you say escort mission? So you walk and this thing is going to hobble behind you slowly if you call it. You have to call it and tell it to move. And if it gets thrown off into the abyss, it makes you black out as well. The thing is, we can't just sort of, we're a little too tall when carrying this. And normally this isn't, so when I was talking about escort stuff being not that slow or bad here, you can, for the most part, just carry this guy. And any part where you can't carry it isn't really that bad. And, well, we get to chuck him across a ditch. Whoops. Oh, right, you're not supposed to throw it. You're just supposed to jump with it. I see how it is. Honestly, I don't even know why I particularly thought I had to throw it, but hey, we could just get to move at the pace we want to now. No, nothing really impeding us. And when we get back to the main room, well, we seem like we've received some sort of reward. What is it? We'll have to see next time. Yeah, we're done for today. So next time on Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD, we'll be continuing our ascension of the Tower of the Gods in search of proving ourselves. That was very oddly worded. To continue to prove ourselves worthy of wielding the blade to wipe away all evil. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time.